Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be reviewing this acrylic gouache set that is by Liquitex. This is a 12 set and here is the information. You can pause the video if you like to read it. I'm going to be mainly focusing on the primary colors, or the colors that say primary yellow or primary this and that, and also on their new cap because it's something new to the company and sort of new to the art community, so I will be reviewing those as well. So this video is going to be mainly focused on these colors and the flexibility of this set, or the 6 set, because that one also contains the 3 primary colors if I am correct. So here I will be trying to mix and also just using these colors just by their own straight out of the tube or the bottle, and then I'm gonna switch the red for the other red on the right and then for the blue, and I'm also gonna try mixing them with the white. So the first thing that I see here is that it comes with a protective plastic, and when you take it off, the paint kind of explodes and it gets all over your fingers. I try to put some back, but I'll just be using the paint left on this cover so I don't have to overuse or waste my paints. And I'm gonna do that for each one of the paints, and I'm gonna swatch all these paints at the end so you guys can see how the paint behaves. And the paint already looks a bit transparent for a gouache, so that's just what I'm showing here. So I finished unwrapping all the paints, but I had a lot of paints explode on me and I have a whole bunch of stains, so that's something to keep in mind about these paints. They stain, and they will probably stain your paper as well if they stain your skin. So I will be using number 6 Prang, and all of my materials will be listed in the description as well, so make sure you check that out if you have any questions. So here you can really see how these paints can be layered. They act pretty much like acrylic. So here you can see that the blue is very streaky. Here I am testing the actual mixability of the 3 primary colors included in this set. Now I'm going to use the other red and blues, the ones that don't say primary right next to the color. But as you can see, the paints dried really fast at the top, so I wasn't able to mix them. I was only able to layer them. When you water them down, they really do look like watercolor, so I'll probably just use them this way rather than using them as intended, as I don't really see a purpose to use them as acrylic gouache when they're this streaky, unless they work better on canvas like acrylic would. I will be making a separate video on that though, so stay tuned. But so far these colors are really good for mixing, and if you water them down just a little bit, not too much, you can really get some good effects. Now I'm testing the new top, but I couldn't get the paint to come out, and then when I did, I wasn't able to control it enough, and I squirted out too much and more than I intended. So you just gotta get the hang of that since it's something new or maybe new to you. And I was trying to compare the purple that came in this set with the purple that I mixed up with the 3 primaries included with this set. So in my opinion, I like the purples I mixed better, but if you do notice, the ones I mixed look quite different from the ones that are made or that are already in the bottle that came with this pack. So if you notice, the acrylic gouache, the one that hasn't been watered down, really does have that matte look once dry, but when it is wet it looks glossy like your traditional acrylic. But I'm gonna leave this purple part right here so we can feel it later and see if it has that chalky texture that I hate. So here are all the swatches of all the colors included in here, and I did some swatches with a bit of white so you guys can see how the white reacts with these colors, and I think it's a pretty good mixture. And then I try to drag a white line across all the swatches so you can see how they react in layers, how they layer and how opaque they are. So most of these colors are opaque except for like the purple and the yellow and one of the blues. And if you use the right brushes, for these swatches I used acrylic brushes. Like when you go to the store they say acrylic, not watercolor or oil. Those worked the best for me. And as you can see, the swatches are matte and a bit like shiny at the top, but that's because they're not dry at the top. But the mixes that I did, that I watered down, they look like satin. They have like satin finish, and when you touch them they are chalky. So that's, if you don't like chalky paint, these are not the paints for you. And unfortunately I don't like these because they are chalky. And they feel chalky when they are straight out of the tube and when they are watered down. So I don't know what's up with that, but I will not be buying these again because of that. If you guys are looking for some good acrylic gouaches, I recommend Holbein Acrylic Gouache. So in the end, I give these paints a 7 out of 10 if you're able to find them at a good price.